Hi there everyone. If you don't know me, my name is Fiona Hurl and I am a functional wellbeing and nutrition coach for exhausted female leaders. Now, many of these women are going to be returning to the gym at some point, whether it's like us in Melbourne. So today is first day post-COVID lockdown where people can get back to the gym. Or maybe you're watching this because you've had a break, you have been traveling, or you have had a sickness or an injury or an illness, or life just kind of took over for a bit. And so what I want to share with you is 5 tips for you to get back into the gym, but to do it in a safe way, in a way that's enjoyable, and so that you can keep kicking those goals that you've set for yourself. So, first point. When you're in the gym after an extended break, appreciate where you're at. So maybe you were able to lift 100 kilos. Now, I always use 100 kilos as an example because then people don't necessarily compare themselves to it. They understand what I'm saying more. But maybe when you were in the gym earlier, you were able to lift 100 kilos and you had a break, even if it's just a 2-week, 3-week break, or maybe an extended break like 8 months, given post-COVID. Understand that your body basically has gone into the mode of survival. It's enabled you to do what you needed to do while you're away from that gym, whether that is recover your body because you've been sick or ill, whether that is to take a break and go on holidays and see the world, not now, post-COVID, but maybe again sometime. Or maybe you just needed to deal with some stuff. And so your body went into the mode for you to focus on that. Now, bringing gym back into your lifestyle, we need to understand that we've got to, it's almost like getting a car warmed up again. We've just got to be really patient with where we're at. So going into the gym today, or when you start going back into the gym and trying to lift the same numbers that you were before is just crazy. So give yourself some time and some space. Ease right back. Almost see it as you becoming a beginner again, even if it's just for a short time, so that your body can understand that, oh, you're actually wanting me to do this again. You want me to lift weights. You want me to reconnect the patterning from the brain to the muscle so that I remember what I should be doing here. So appreciate where you're at and go easy on yourself. And I guess that leads into the second point that I have is about building up that foundation again. So if you haven't lifted weights for a while or run or whatever it is that your exercise is that you love, starting back at the beginning and giving yourself some space and some time to really appreciate that the body has to adapt. Sort of taking a step back and getting the foundation right in the sense of you don't need to have complex moves right now. Just get back into the rhythm of getting into the gym and working out. 2, remembering how much energy you need. So that's probably going to give you an indication of how much food you should be eating and the type of food. The mindset, the sleep, how important sleep is for you to rest and recover once you're training at the gym. So, as I just needed a little breath for some energy there. So it's okay to take a step back. It's okay to almost do, I guess, what we would call functional movement. Really get the mind and the muscles connected again. There is nothing worse than seeing people, they go gung-ho straight back into the gym and they get an injury because they've been trying to do things the way they were, but they've had an extended break, their body has changed, their mindset's changed, they may not be in the zone like they used to be because they're going back into the gym after that break. So start working on the foundational pieces and that functional movement again, and then you can work your way back up to where you might have been at. And that time to go back to the level you're at, it isn't going to be that long because you're already mapped in your mind and your body how to do those moves, how to dig in for the energy. It's just a matter of reconnecting the programming. So the next thing is get organized. So it's really great, and definitely on day one, we have our best intentions and everything goes smoothly. We get up on time, we get organized, we get to the gym. We're all excited because it's kind of like that Christmas morning again where we get to go and do what we've planned on doing. But life is still going to happen. So you're going to need to get that structure back into play. Getting your schedule organized, scheduling in your gym time, getting your gym bag organized. Do you need your weight gloves? Do you need your headphones? Do you need your little book so you can write down what you've been doing? Do you need your stretchy bands? Do you need a water bottle? All these sorts of things. Make sure that's organized. Get your clothes in order the night before. There's nothing worse than waking up in the morning, and I'm talking about morning because that's when I go to the gym, but that's not the right timing for everyone, and I'll do another video on that. But get your clothes in order, get your shit in order the night before. Your jocks, your socks, your bra, your leggings, your crop top, your bra, your top, your t-shirt. Where have you got your hairbands sorted out? Do you need to pack your makeup so you can do it at the gym and then go to work? What are these things? Get your stuff in order. You are a grown adult. You've got to get your shit in order if you want success. Also thinking about what food do you need now. So you might have perhaps, being away from the gym, we often forget about how our body needs the fuel. And so what do you need to take care of now? Do you need to ensure that you've got, a better level of protein? Do you need to factor in your carbohydrates? Are you getting enough fats? Are you getting enough water? All of these key things so that you can train effectively. So moving on to the next point, and sort of point 4 and 5 feed into each other. But the thing, if you're returning to gym after having had a break, it's important to hold the judgment of yourself. So there's no need to stand in the mirror and say to yourself, oh my God, look at these bingo wings that I've got, or look at these fat rolls, or look at my thunder thighs. Doing that doesn't help you in any way. It's really important to just accept it as that is how it is right now, but that doesn't mean that's how it has to be forever. And the fact that I'm here in the gym or whatever form of exercise you're doing, remember that exercise is what the body wants. The body was built and designed to move. The fact that we spend most of our days sitting down at a desk is actually a hindrance for us. That's not a blessing for our body. And we can see this when people walk into the gym. It's very easy to tell which people are stuck at a desk all day and which people have more of a mobile, lots of movement during their day doing work. So the thing is to remember, your body will always respond to what you're doing. Now, remembering too, if you're watching this post-COVID, your body's role was to survive. Now, I say that not because, we want to make it bigger than Ben-Hur and freak everyone out, but for the whole population, nobody knew, nobody was pre-warned, nobody was had done some pre-work to understand how to get through this. We have adapted in the way that we individually best knew how. Now, whether that was in a positive way and we've ramped up our exercise and we decided to use it to eat healthy or whatever, or we've gone into survival mode, we maybe have chosen some foods and drinks that aren't great for us, we haven't had as much movement, all that sort of stuff. Whatever it is, just draw a line in the sand now. Leave it be where it was and just decide from now on what you're going to do. And notice that your body will respond accordingly to what you're doing. So maybe your stress levels might be coming down now because the levels of uncertainty are starting to, come back to normal. Maybe the stress isn't there around money so much now. Maybe you have some more insight as to the structure of your day and your week. Maybe you have some insight as to your purpose, all these sorts of things. So hold that judgment of self. And on the flip side, kick the compare-itis. There is no need for you to look at other people and feel bad about where you're at or where they're at. Just because someone else walks back into the gym after 8 months away and they've got abs and you haven't, that doesn't mean you failed. It doesn't mean they're a success either. There could be some real other health issues there. So just understand that every single person is on their own journey, and comparing yourself to others is not helpful. We can certainly use people to inspire us, but comparing yourself is not helpful because you also don't know their story. You don't know their journey. They may have been training for years and you've just started. They may have they're genetically dispositioned to be different to you are. None of us are the same. They may have more time on their hands than you do to train. They on the flip side, they may be dealing with a health issue which is holding them, their body is holding fat or protecting them or whatever it is. There's no need to judge them and compare it to yourself and think that you're better than them. I think it's really important in the gym world and in the exercise world is that we just focus on ourselves and then use others for inspiration, as opposed to, being down on yourself because you haven't achieved it as quickly as they have. You both signed up for the gym on the same day. It's not like that. Every individual body responds accordingly, and there are many factors in everyone's day-to-day life that impacts that. So they're my five top tips for getting back into exercise and back into the gym, and I'll see you on the next video.